Hey, this is Georgie. Welcome to Georgie's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing out there today? Hope everyone's having a good day, good week. It's a rainy week here in the Northeast New Jersey. For the whole week, it's going to suck. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. But what are you going to do? Rain. We need the rain, but not this much rain. It's no fun. No fun. Anyway, this is not a video I planned on making today. I wasn't planning on making any videos until Saturday, actually. But a couple of things prompted this. A couple of YouTube videos I watched and an interview I heard this morning. So it's about some of it's basically what I'm round about is what you saw the thumbnail is why physical media still matters and why it's changed so much over the years. And I watched what do you call it, channel 33 RPM. He talked about cassette sales, how they've gone up. Even CD sales have gone up a little bit, and vinyl sales, of course, gone up. Even with the pricing as outrageous they are, they've gone up. And then I watched Phil Aston. He's got a channel talks about that all the time. How physical sales is important, and all this stuff, all the multimedia, and everything. And I listened to an interview today with Gene Simmons. And now everyone scoffs at Gene Simmons because they go, "Oh, he's Gene Simmons." Gene is who he is. He's a little bit out there with stuff, but he does know what he can talk what he wants, and he knows what he's talking about for a lot of it. Maybe it's his own opinion, but he does have some good ideas and good outlook on the way things are. And Gene always says that rock is dead. And in the interview, he didn't say that really rock is dead, because I don't mean that there's not like bands out there that aren't good or talented. They could be the next Zeppelin, the next Metallica. They could be the next Taylor Swift, or whatever the way he put it. It's not that they're no talented bands out there. It's just they can't get a break and get signed. There's not the record company pushing them anymore. There's no backing of the record company to give them the advance to go make an album. Here's your money. Here's your advance to make an album. And we'll pay for it. They don't really do that anymore unless you're really a big artist to do it. But these bands, they're rock bands or whatever artists starting out, there's nothing for them. They have no push for the record company. To do this. So they're kind of on their own. So they got to depend on saving money and putting an album up by themselves if they can. And they got to get money for recording, get recording time and equipment and make a quality product. But there's no backing. And and that's what happened when he says went back when he was doing it all the 70s and 80s and even the 90s. Company give you money. And in advance, you could pay, and you don't have to work a job. This was your job, making music, and you made money from it. They can't do it anymore. These bands have to work a day job to get, make money so they can do what they want, their dream, to, be in a rock band. But they don't get the money because, you know how things work with Spotify and stuff. These artists get nothing. They get nothing for their money for music. I know people say, well, these older bands, they get the money. Well, they got it back then, but they don't get it now. And these newer bands that are starting up and trying to get stuff out there, there's no money for them. It's because Spotify gives you nothing. A couple cents for a download or whatever. So the physical media is so important in all the formats, all three of the formats. It's very important to support the artists that you love, or the ones that you like, the up-and-coming artists, even the ones you liked in the past. It's fine. You can get their newer band, newer stuff they're getting, they're bringing out. You buy that, but all the physical stuff, all these newer bands they need that. So you have to go out there and buy it from them, directly. Either you buy it from Amazon or whatever, but buy it from your local record store, CD store, whatever it is, music store, I should say. Excuse me. Or Bandcamp. So Bandcamp is great because I got a couple samples of things I got Bandcamp, but I got this one here, 10 Ton Slug, newer band from Ireland, I believe. Great doom metal. Got on Bandcamp. This was on Bandcamp, but I got it from the website from them. Rancid Cadaver, another one, great album there. So that's the reason why you got to do that, because and the physical stuff is still amazing. This is another band, Misfire. It's got this one. I got this from MRK Heavy, but they're signing different new bands for this. But it's important because even you get all the stuff inside, all the clips and stuff like that. But even with the older bands, you can still buy your own copy. Here's a Scorpions album. Buy the vinyl. See, I still have a vinyl for this. There you go. Still in good shape. But I bought it, supported the artist, like you should. This is why things are, failing here. And you got cassettes here. Here's an old cassette my friend Earl sent me of Judas Priest Painkiller album. It comes with the little booklet in here. Not much to booklet really, but it's got the lyrics of the songs in it. But it's still people. Even because the cassette thing nowadays, people are buying cassettes. They're supporting. From what I was watching, one of them from Phil Aston, people are buying cassettes and supporting the artist. Now here's, I guess, a reissue. My friend Ron sent me this Armored Saints Will Conquer. And again, here's the old clear case there. It's got the J card here. Whoops. It's still got stuff to look at. It's small, but it's you own it. It's a physical copy you own. That's the problem. I mean, people scoffed at Lars Ulrich when he was for Napster, but he was freaking right. It kind of ruined all this stuff for these bands. For new bands like Misfire and Prince Cadaver and these even newer, mostly rock bands, because the country stuff gets pretty, they get pretty good deal, because it's pretty popular. The rock stuff's not as popular, but and the metal bands and all those stuff, up and coming bands, they don't get a fair shot. So they need your support by buying the physical. That's why I bought all the physical stuff. I buy CDs, people buy vinyl and buy cassettes, and why it's going up. It doesn't go up a whole lot. And it's not going to be like it was. The stream is going to beat it all the time. But from what I was watching, cassette sales went up a little. CD sales went up. Vinyl sales went up, because even considering how heavy how high priced they are, and it's amazing how that can still happen in this time. Even though but even the younger fans, that's what people are buying on the cassettes. All these younger fans are buying cassettes of these new maybe pop artists or whoever they are. But that's fine. That's your art. Support the artist. Doesn't matter. I don't care what the genre you're listening to. So if it's jazz or country or pop or hip hop or rap, whatever you like, or metal or like we listen to, it's like. But I think the metal and rock really get the shaft a lot, because it's not popular anymore. Popular to us, to a percentage of people, but most of it isn't. Because that's not what the media looks at. The mainstream is concentrated on this. So we need one band to come out and just kick everyone's ass and say, hey, this stuff's still around, it's still good, and make it big again, so they can maybe discover these other bands that are coming out right now. But you got to support the artists. They're out there, playing gigs, selling their stuff after the show. Try to support and buying their stuff so they get the money. That's why it's a Bandcamp thing is right, because they get most of the money from that. That's the way it should be, because record sales aren't important anymore. It's because it's all how many clicks you get on that Spotify or on whatever thing they do, and how many people stream it, all that nonsense for free or whatever. They can steal it, basically. I call it stealing. Because if you wrote a book or something or made a movie, would you want? Oh, it's just I'm gonna let them have it for free because I'm making money. I worked hard on it or whatever. Someone worked hard on a book or a movie, and then some takes it watches for free. Well, that's not right either. It wasn't like that before, but now it's like that because people just don't care. We should start caring and support the artists you love. And in any format, with the CD or the records or the cassettes. I'm putting it up terrible here. That's how you support your artists with this. Any one you choose or all. You can, if people like them all, will collect any one. There's certain what the band it is, what they want on CD or record or even on cassette. So now if that happens, you'll see maybe uptick in sales and stuff, and maybe more people start doing that, and maybe the streaming thing will just have a little less importance than they do now. But anyway, that's my take on it. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. I'm going to leave a link to Phil Aston's channel and channel 33 RPM. Check out the videos they do on that. There's a whole bunch of them on there. They're really interesting. They really talk well, but better than I do with this. They're more, they do a better job of that stuff. But I'll give you my take on it. So anyway, tell me what you think in the comments. Always love hearing from you guys. And that's my video. If you like what you see here, please like, subscribe, and comment. And guys, keep Rockin' Metal alive and keep those CD sales and record sales and cassette sales going up for the rock and metal and music we love. So take it easy, guys. See you next time.